As we are waiting on Derp, I'm gonna give him a few minutes, but let's do a few bookkeeping stuffs. I did the loot for you people. And essentially, when it comes to money, I just added 1,000 gold pieces each straight to your character sheets. So that's already there.
Wow, I breach. What the fuck?
Cha-ching, baby.
What am I gonna spend all this on? Health potion.
I mean, yeah, you can never go
More
wrong
health
with.
potions.
That's all I need. I don't.
You can never go wrong with.
Armor potency runes.
Yeah.
The higher level potency runes, they cost a lot.
I know. The classic TTRPG thing of like, oh, the first upgrade is only 100 gold. The next upgrade is 10,000.
Yeah.
Helldivers.
What?
I mean that's literally like, for example, I'm gonna like throw you this like striking rune for weapons, which is basically like the rune for like the stuff that lets a church do doubles Timir's damage die.
No, mine's not striking rune. Mine's hand wraps of mighty blows. They're
Yes,
a specific
but-
item.
Yeah, it's I know
It
it's not
goes up
striking rune, but
1,000 in
it's
price.
basically similar vibe of like it basically increases the amount of dice on your weapon. It's basically one of the like
It's the same thing.
yes, mechanically.
It's basically the
Yeah,
same.
but like I gave this for Monk to see like what's the scaling of money, which is basically like compared between the greater and mayor version, it's like factor of 13.
Yeah, which is insane.
Although to be fair, you are not supposed to be getting the major striking rune, like you know, it's like an item for 19th level.
Yeah.
So yeah, money was given directly to you, but there are some items that are in the party stash.
Sorry about that. My grandma does not remember at all that I do stuff on Fridays.
Let's check the stash.
It's alright.
I'm glad you don't know Spanish though.
No, I don't.
Holy
Where-
fucking shit.
There's so much
I'm
shit in
looking
here now.
I'm looking at bands of force. Regular bands of force, 500 gold. Bands of force greater, 4,500 gold. Bands of gold major, 70,000 gold.
Yeah, but look what's the item's level. When are you supposed to get that at the earliest? Otherwise, at the earliest, but it's like, you know, DM can give you these items at some other point in like a bit earlier, but they are kind of supposed to like help you a bit in like
Oh, regular
balancing
bands
things.
of force are level 8. That's not bad.
Yeah, so they are like within
What
your
level?
like reach. And basically, before someone asks, my explanation why, even though this is the loot from the House of Thorn, somehow those items were not used by any of the enemies there. It's either it was gathering dust, air quotes, somewhere in one of the rooms, or perhaps they didn't fucking know what they had. It was like only like a fancy sword, and only then you, through identification, figured out that, for example, this is a Mage Slayer sword, etc., etc. It's just that it took me a bit to basically figure out what to give in terms of items. So You just have to suspend your disbelief on this one. JP, you
I'm not
go
sure.
into actors, and then when you have
Yeah,
the
next
list
to
of the
where it
players,
says the party, just open sheet. There's the little
Yeah.
page icon next to it.
yeah,
I don't hear a single thing. Monk said, "Sorry,
open.
your mic was not picking it up."
I had Mongo say, but we are talking over each other, I guess. Go to the party. When you have the party folder, right next to the party, you will have open sheet icon.
Oh, I see.
And then you
Thank
have
you.
overview, exploration, stash, and in stash you have the items. Which, apart from the new items, you still have plenty of shit that I think no one took. And yeah, at some point, Igor will be like asking, "Oh, hey, can we use that for our cult?"
Which thing
Yes,
is he
but
asking about?
also,
You can't take both the heal and Scotians.
I'm thinking some of them. I need to not die.
To be fair, you also got quite a lot of money too.
Yes.
Yeah, we could also just buy them.
What if I steal the Mage Slayer?
I mean, you can genuinely take it because, according to here, you get the benefits of the +5 resistance to damage from spells, whether you're wielding it or not. Just as long as it's on your person, so one of us can take that regardless.
Yeah, I don't know if I can use it.
It
It's not
doesn't say you
unchecked.
need to be using it to get the benefit of
Some-
that.
No,
Martial
I
weapon.
get it, but yeah,
It
don't
specifies
think
that when
witches-
wearing or wielding a Mage Slayer.
So you can just have it on your person and gain the benefits.
yeah, because I'm thinking. So what I was thinking is that if I can like eventually use it, maybe, but I think it will be better with you because I do have a lot of things to like counter spells.
Yeah.
So I feel
Because
like
I
it
was
may be
thinking of
better with
taking
you.
the Star Knife because it's a finesse weapon, so I
Yeah,
can
I'm
actually
not gonna lie.
benefit from that.
I saw Star Knife on the list and I was like, maybe that's gonna be a fun weapon for a clues. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, a ranged option that I don't have to go and pick up afterwards.
All of these staves say that they're ornamental, so if I touch them with my fucking monk hands, they will turn into dust if I hit someone with them. And that's pretty sad.
I say you take the Mage Slayer, honestly.
I'm trying to see, but
I don't want
think-
it.
No, not you. Fucking
Oh,
No,
okay.
I know.
Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll
Like,
take
why
it.
the fuck would I take that?
They +5 damage resistance against spells is pretty good.
Also, when you want extra defense against spells, there's still the Spellguard Shield.
I
Yeah,
can't
there's
use a
the
shield.
Ah,
Can I use
I am a
shields?
monk.
I don't think I
You
can.
might
I'm
be able
trying
to,
to
so long as you have an open hand, I
I'm
think.
trying to look at your character, and I just, for the love of me, I cannot fucking see the page when it shows. It should show your proficiencies, not proficiencies.
It just
fucking,
says
like what you can use, because I swear there's something.
because it says on training all armor and training on armor defense. So I don't know if it's like D&D
I don't
where
know if
shields
shields
don't
are their
count for
own
that.
thing.
Yeah, I'm not trained in any armor. Let me check.
Oops.
Yeah,
Space
I have to
weapons.
fucking look at the. I'm gonna look at archives with the witch. So also, not gonna lie, not sure how long the session will be, and it might be. It more than likely might be more on the chill side. I have something prepared, but it probably will not be direct like mechanical combat.
Oh shit! Apparently anyone can use shields.
Oh.
And you can still cast things even if you have a shield. Yoink! I have a shield now.
And yeah, from what I'm looking at the Witch page, it only says that attacks is trained in simple weapons. Sadly, Mage Slayer is a martial weapon.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so definitely that's a thing for Recluse.
Yep.
He can slay some mages.
Well, I'm mostly just be holding it for the defense. I actually deal more damage with my rapier.
Yeah, that's true.
But the
By
defense
the
is
way,
appreciated. We should also leave some stuff for dirt.
No,
I'm-
you snooze, you lose.
No.
I think he will be fine, understanding that sometimes he's not able to be present and items that are present on the character that's not here aren't that useful. By the way, JP, you do know, because I saw you took Staff of Fire, that there is also a greater Staff of Fire
Where?
that was given.
Oh shit!
Staff
was
of Fire.
Staff of Fire
Better
greater.
Staff
Yeah,
of
I see it.
Fire.
Yeah. Yo. Cooler staff of fire.
Exactly.
Yoink! Thank you. Oh, I can cast Fireball! Arson! Arson!
Boom.
I may be a creature of the sea, but that doesn't mean I don't know how to burn shit.
Monk, do you have Fifth's Toolkit?
Yes, I already have a better version.
Oh, okay.
I have a concealable thieves toolkit.
Samir looks at the giant pile of shit, carefully picks out a single health potion, and says, "The rest is trash," and walks away.
Buy a bow at some point.
Understandable.
We have all these fucking arrows lying around.
Why would I want that? I'll just throw the arrow, bro.
I'm talking about me.
No, but if you throw the arrow at me, I can deflect projectiles and then throw it back to somewhere else.
Like catapulted.
Yeah.
That's the jankiest way I've
weird
ever heard to
slingshot.
extend an archer's range I've ever heard.
No, I will just chuck it.
So you stand at the end of the archer's range. I shoot you. You deflect it into someone further away.
Yes. You see the vision.
Dumb ass
Just make me
shit.
think.
See the
Just make
fucking
me think
vision.
like you hold the arrow like a football, about for a field goal, and just like hold it, and then Timir just takes 3 steps back and kicks the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Monk, this is the type of thinking that allowed people in the older editions of D&D to come up with shit like peasant railgun or barbarian
The
postal
peasant
service.
railgun is a.
True.
Yeah.
Personally,
Oh
I
my
always
God.
preferred the barbarian hammer, where you teleport someone 200 feet in the air and let the fall damage kill anyone underneath them.
Mhm.
There you go.
Because fall damage, if something lands directly on top of you, can't be avoided in Pathfinder First Edition.
Yeah.
So, you could just drop people onto people's heads and it was unavoidable damage. There was no save. Part of that is
It's
why I
useful to
like.
do that in 5e as well, because
Yeah.
they have the spell Vortex Warp, where you can just warp an enemy, like however many you want, and if you
No.
upcast it, they get teleported further. So if that bitch
Yep.
can't fly, you're just like, enjoy being 300 feet in the air, dumbass. Bye.
I told you.
You ever heard of the Red
Silly
Bull space
C.
jump?
I told you Vortex Warp doesn't work like that.
Would you like to be in orbit, sir? Touches you, throws you into space. I love
Why I
Vortex
generally prefer Pathfinder 2e over First Edition, because they removed so much of that jank garbage.
I mean, you can even look at the numbers. Like it goes higher than in 5th edition, but it still gives me the vibe that it's still sane.
Yes.
The numbers go big
Just
in
have
like the
the
later
feeling of,
levels, but it's
First Edition Pathfinder, where it feels like, yes, I've unlocked the speed running tech in this RPG.
Or like fucking 12 different sources of modifiers. Some shit like that.
God, I could not imagine playing Pathfinder First Edition on paper. That would fucking suck at high level.
I could see myself playing it on Forge because I swear to fucking God, I hope the automation in for First Edition is also as good. But yeah, trying to play this in live on paper is like fuck no.
Oh, I would not do that.
Shit, was there anything bookkeeping wise that I wanted to mention? JP, were you going to just double checking where did you wanted to use that weapon potency +1 on one of your weapons or not yet?
I think I just wanted to give it to someone because I don't use weapons. I don't know if it really doesn't matter, I guess. Unless it was for like a wand that, boosted my spells.
I don't
In
think
some way.
it. I cannot claim to know all the runes, so I'm not sure if there's like a property rune that can enhance magical weapon like staffs. Because that's what the weapon potency also does, apart from giving like a flat bonus. It then opens up a way for property runes, which are the good shit. But it's your call if you do not think it's gonna vibe with you. I'm gonna double check if stuff. I'm just gonna double check if that stuff can be details. I mean, yeah, you can technically add potency runes on the stuffs as well. But I cannot claim to know for sure if it's gonna oh god, sorry, brain works slowly. If it would adjust magical properties of the weapon. Oh, yeah, also in terms of items, because it counts as equipment, not a weapon, even though you can use it offensively, there's also this thing in the stash. Oh, it's a lot of text, but... Sadly, it's only a once per day thing.
Ah, cool. The moon.
Yeah. Fun bit of trivia, as I was looking at the various Eon Stones, the highest level one basically acts like a non-lich phylactery. It basically says that when you die, up to, I think, an hour after your death, as long as your body is not completely, like, exterminated, like decimated, you can decide to return your soul to the body. So basically, like, this is like a fucking item resurrection. Item-based resurrection.
Phoenix down.
Yes! That's a great comparison, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Because then I thought that, oh yeah, probably they would have some healing potions at that mansion that you managed to grab, so I just need to add that as well. What would it be?
Well, now that I've got all this money, I'm going to start making a shopping list.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw it one of those. Would they have more lesser potions? Probably. So I'm gonna add 5. And then they will also have some moderates. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. I mean, you can still definitely buy more, like last combat, so you still use a few of them. But yeah, now, yeah, after I added, so your total number of new healing potions is 6 lesser, 4 moderate, and 1 greater.
Excellent.
Which greater is the kind of unique one, because greater normally is like a level 12 item.
Wait, hold up.
That was
Monks
gold.
do
Oh,
have a
shit.
fucking reactive strike. It's just called something different. Okay, I'm getting that next. Yoinking that shit.
Yeah.
It's called
So
stand
bad.
still because if I hit them, it interrupts their movement.
Ah, so basically sentinel feet.
Yes.
It strikes again.
Okay. Yeah, I think that at least for now covers the direct bookkeeping stuff I wanted to handle, giving a bit extra time for Derp to show up, but I guess he's still doing some stuff. I guess we can pick up the story, unless you have any questions right now about stuff.
Not me.
Nope, I'm good. I'm just making my grocery list, so I'm good to go, basically.
Okay. So, last time we left our bunch of happy murderers, bringers of judgment to the city. You left House of Thorn, the noble mansion that belonged to Timir's nemesis, looting it of valuables, slaughtering some of its guards, and then skedaddling with said loot and unconscious, heavily wounded Percival Thorn, the... Oh, speak of the devil. Hey there.
Hello.
Yeah, we basically just handled some bookkeeping loot stuff.
Okay.
In the meantime, you can, like, if you want, you can check the party stash to see what's left. Some of the items were already yoinked, and I just started basically doing a recap, like getting into proper in character mode.
Okay. I will grab a drink real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, my friend, for the real. Yeah. So Percival loot, you returned using the underground sewer route to avoid notice and patrols. You use that to return to the bilge. Although you obviously had to use routes that do not submerge you, because Percival would have still drowned. And it would spoil the sacrifice that I guess Timir will be having a grand old time doing that to his former tormentor. But the weather that suddenly got much worse as you were doing the assault. The storm battered the noble quarters and the mansion in specific. The weather starting to abate a little bit when you were returning, although it's still quite overcast, cloudy, and only now slowly starting to as afternoon rolls in. Weather only now starting to calm down, and it be not raining. Even though it's the middle of the day, you had quite a long day, pretty much not operating throughout the entire previous night. And now half of the day here went through combat. Some of you are injured, one of you is wounded. But you thankfully managed to arrive back to your cultist lair.
Igor welcomes you, masters. Igor sees that hunt was successful, yes?
Very much.
I nod.
Though. Huh?
I nod.
Though we are a little hurt, so I'm just gonna, like, flavor wise, I'm gonna treat everyone. I'll do the cure wounds later.
Of
I'll
course.
let both of you deal with the information stuff.
Of course. Of course, masters. Your bedrooms and quarters are, of course, prepared. And if masters wish to rest first, then Igor can come back with information, yes? With a status update, I think that's what they say.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Igor just
Wait, I have a very important question, real quick, before we move on. So there's a stance that monks have access to. It's called kaiju stance. I have to encounter a kaiju and survived, and we've met a kraken. Does this count? Do I have access to kaiju stance? Can I get that? At next level, can I get that? DM?
hold on. I need to check this.
I'm gonna link it to you here. I'll link it in
I found this.
I was not expecting that.
Let
Just
me become a
kaiju stance.
kaiju.
Oh shit.
Please.
This motherfucker
That's you.
doesn't still left.
It has fatal D12. If I crit, someone dies.
God damn.
Kraken, I'm sorry, but Kraken is not a kaiju. As I'm looking at Archives of Netis, there's literally only a single creature that counts as a kaiju. It's called Agira? I don't know how to fucking spell that.
Agira.
Agira. It's a fucking level 23 creature.
Oh shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
I can see that anytime
Okay.
soon.
Yeah, we're not running into that anytime soon.
Yeah, because sadly kaiju is it has to be specific trait. Kraken does not have a kaiju trait.
Okay.
Which It's kind of weird that they made a stance but there's only literally a single creature that lets you get it.
You're supposed to survive to it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see it.
yeah.
You're supposed to witness it.
I know first edition Pathfinder had more kaijus. They literally had a fucking Godzilla. Or like a close equivalent to it. But yeah.
Guys, I'm not gonna be able to be a kaiju. I'm so sad. Okay, we'll pivot. I'll figure it out. Let's continue.
How do I move items from the stash to me?
You
you
drag and
click
drop
drag,
into
yeah,
your
you-
sheet.
Oh, drag and drop? Cool. I'm taking the lion shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, all of us already grabbed our shit. So
Yeah, so as the doors to your quarters, like Igor gently closes the door behind your quarters, so you can freely take a rest. Because that's been some intense past few hours of your life. Yeah, okay, if you want, you can do the rest button thingy on your character sheet.
Yippee. I'm still hurt.
Hell yeah. And let me do some treat wounds on people.
Yeah, and in this case, sometimes I'm gonna be always asking for a roll, but in this case, I'm gonna say because you are in your like home base, and there's not gonna be like combat or surprise assault on your headquarters. You have so much time, so many hours that I basically imagine between you and Rock that has every 10 minutes freaking lay on hands, you can get everyone up to full health during that long rest
Hell
period.
yeah. Hell yeah. Everyone's healed to full because we're cool like that.
Yeah.
I am Dr. Octopus, and this is my assistant nurse doll. We're here to help you.
good idea.
Alright. I've planned out how I'm gonna have my character be for the next like 3 levels in my mind.
Morning, masters. Igor hopes the rest was helpful.
Yes. I nod. Where did we put fucking Percival? Where did we put that guy? Just threw him in a corner?
I don't know.
Stick him in a barrel?
threw him in
I
a
don't know. What
corner.
did you guys do with him?
I threw him in a corner, and I told the other cultists to keep him alive, but don't make him too comfortable. And then I went and passed out.
Okay. I know which place you're gonna be doing the sacrifice thing, but I'm
sacrifice.
gonna, for now, when it comes to that, the token will be there, but it's not like they're there yet unless you decide to do into the sacrifice thing. Oh, and I'm pretty sure by that point Kaya would have the wounded condition gone, treated.
So, masters, can Igor bother you with some new information?
You're never bothering us, Igor. Please.
So, Igor will start with something interesting and potentially helpful. Igor was wondering if we had to use some of our money to get the services of a good blacksmith, but this young Golema fellow,
Yeah.
Igor cannot still really understand him, but out of his own volition, he started working on some metallurgic stuff.
Really?
Yes, the rest of the cultists and Igor agrees, think that he might be actually a natural when it comes to this stuff.
I knew it was a good idea to save him. He did not. Narrator's note, he did not.
He did not think.
He did not even think.
He had an idea, but he didn't think if it
like,
was good or bad.
"Child." This is great news, says Tremere.
And Igor thinks that if you give him your armor. Wait, would he even need the armor? Yes, Igor thinks that he can also make sure that your armor or clothing can be made better. And to be more specific, what it means by that and what GM means by that is that even though it's a much higher level than you currently are, basically what Lesego can do is that your +1's armor, and I better hope you have that +1 because otherwise you cannot get this. He can give you a fortification property rune on your
Ooh, what does
piece
it
of
do?
clothing. Fortification gives a flat check, and if you pass that flat check, instead of getting critted, you get just normal hit.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really good. I want that.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
you need that considering how
I get
fucking
critted a
beaten
lot,
you
and I
got last.
really good fortitude.
Yeah, mind you, it's still like a flat check that you will be most likely failing more often than not. But
That's fine. It's better. Even if I only succeed against like less than a third, it's still worth it. So
How do I remove 2 potions from the stash?
you drag
you
and drop,
click
and then
drag
it will
it,
pop
it'll-
up, giving you a thing where it's like, how many would you like to take? And then you select that and hit OK.
Okay.
yeah,
Then I'm
so,
gonna do that. Like, once we're done with this, I'm going over there and doing that.
I mean, he will be working on that for
Oh well, yeah.
for I mean for a bit, but he's kind of doesn't need to have your armor.
Oh, he's just working on the rune, and then once he's done with the rune, we just like put it on.
Yeah, then it's like a matter of like
Essentially?
some
Okay.
short
Heard.
crafting course to apply the property rune on the item.
Nodding.
Yeah, so I think I have to stop doing Igor's voice.
Wait, we had potions moderate? What?
I
In the stash? Where? I thought I looked at that.
I did
He did add them.
I did mention that I added them afterwards.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Huh. Fine. Yoinks.
You did see that there is like one greater portion, right?
I am also taking it, yes. Indeed, yes. It's all mine. Local punching bag.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping the mage person would try using like a mental effect, because I really wanted to use this ability.
Skeptic's defense.
What are you, a redditor?
I don't believe in this fucking magic bullshit.
I don't believe you.
What's your sauce? I made it the fuck up.
My sources, I made it the fuck up.
And it goes off of my intimidation.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So that's one good news Igor mentions. The other thing, and basically, let's say go working on those runes is why I'm gonna explain that you only have like 1,000 personal gold, because I thought that I could potentially give a bit more, but I'm gonna explain that whatever excess loot is like used to provide, let's say go with supplies and material components needed to craft that fortification, because if you check the page, even basic version that's like level 12 costs 2,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Which, yeah, you don't have.
Yeah.
I'm just
Pay
gonna
for
put
that.
all my money in the stash. I don't fucking need this shit.
Oh, in that case, I'm immediately taking some of that to buy
Wait.
some runes that I want.
Now I don't want to put it in the stash. It's mine. I don't want you to use it.
I will
Jar of dirt situation.
seriously,
I got a jar of
not maybe advice, but I will seriously, if you want like a simple rune, consider striking. Mind you, you still need to have
I'm
like
gonna buy.
you still need to have like
yeah.
a +1 like potency added to your weapon to
Yep.
to be able to use property runes. But when you have it, if you do not want to consider like think about like something more complicated effects, you cannot go wrong with striking rune.
I have
Yeah,
question.
Here, these are the runes I'm trying to buy.
Can I have a +1 added to my hand wraps of mighty blows? Is that possible?
Alright, because in your case you do not have the option to edit it, right?
No.
Do you have? Oh, are you buying weapon potency rune? Because I don't think you have it by default.
Yeah, I was thinking of buying one.
Okay, yeah,
oh,
then
it says it has one in there. Because I think
Yeah,
we
there's
did get
an
one.
armor. Yeah, there is an armor potency
Didn't
rune
we-
in there that I do not need.
I might not remember. Did we? The hand drive of Mighty Boss, was that something that we just had to use as a replacement, as a placebo?
No, I purchased it. I full on
Properly,
purchased
okay.
it. Yeah.
Uh,
It's just that I think I had like normal hand wraps that were +1 potency, and then I purchased the hand wraps of mighty blows and transferred the rune. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
okay. Oh, right. The item already
Yeah.
has weapon potency +1.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what kind of runes I would want.
Yeah. Again,
There's
striking.
so many.
Again,
I
striking
suggest
is.
getting either if you just want like a basic like property rune, I would either go like flaming, shock, or frost. They're just like basic element runes that give you extra effects.
Yeah.
Like the shock rune, for example, that I'm trying to buy lets you electrocute people on a crit and like arc lightning off of them.
I'm assuming that most of those runes are like well within, like either around or slightly below your character level.
Yep.
Yeah, then with the merchant you have no problem getting those.
I just need extra gold because I don't currently have enough.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, and just as a reminder, I thought that there's no need for like specific in-character scene, but of course you did give the merchant the tapestry of fate, and with his slimy, grateful voice, he thanked you for the service, and of course in response, as a proper deal, he provided you with blueprints for the fortress monastery. Which is basically like a proper, like original, very well made ornate parchment.
like a basically what I imagine would be like a fantasy version of like the literally like a building blueprint for a like proper office or wait, what am I fucking trying to say? Basically, it looks like a proper official documentation, but it also has like obviously fresh new like scribbles to the side and some adjustments, basically pointing out the fact that some things have changed a bit. Basically give you like a very up-to-date view on the situation.
Holy shit. There's a monk version of spiritual weapon rune. Holy. If I flurry of blows while with this rune, and I reduce a creature to 0 hit points with the first attack, I can do a second attack at range of 30 feet. I can ghost punch someone. That's crazy. What the hell?
Nice.
I'm gonna buy everything except for the increased weapon potency runes. I cannot afford that right now. I cannot justify spending literally all of my gold.
Yeah, weapon potency, like potencies +2 already like jump a bit in terms of cost.
Yeah, it's nearly 1,000 gold just to buy one. So like, I'll go without for now. I cannot afford it, so I'll buy everything except that.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of good news, Igor also mentions that those roving bands of mobs that were conducting witch hunts, quotes, searching for various members or sympathizers of the cult, they... Hold on. They maybe managed to nab or like kill a few that specifically actually belong to the cult, but most of their victims were just people at the wrong place in the wrong time, which caused the situation to escalate for a bit. There was like a small riot or a few in the meantime. So now the streets in the morning are like calm, a bit calmer, but also a bit more bloody. With the amount of bodies that dropped. And also this ham-fisted approach of trying to solve the cult problem, your problem, has resulted in your cult's growing popularity.
Nice.
Of course, they are
Love
trying
that.
to. Igor is trying to play this safe in terms of like inducing actual like sympathizers into the actual cult. So he's doing this slow and steady, but it's probably safe to say that the actual cult is approaching like 100 in terms of like proper members. But you definitely, within the Red Low district, you definitely have a few hundred sympathizers right now. So,
I
you know,
have a
people that are not...
Oh.
Yeah, just a second. People that are not directly engaged into like cult's activities, but are like, you know, friendly. So if a cult member needs to hide or get a bit more supplies or at a discount, that kind of stuff. Yes, Church.
My question is, does persistent damage stack?
No.
Okay.
Basically, if you get two sources
Works
of
the same
this,
way temp HP does.
yeah, is if you get if the enemy gets hit with like two instances of
persistent mental damage, or basically the same type of damage, the higher one wins out. But if everyone uses different type of persistent damage, then they can like pile up. Like in the Frost Giant campaign I was running, there was a player there. I think we had like 3 or 4 different sources of mental damage. Not mental, of persistent damage.
Yeah. I know I had at least 2 forms of persistent damage, and someone else had another one. And it was very funny.
Yeah, fucking killing an enemy from beyond the grave.
Okay, then I've decided on what runes I would like.
I love persistent damage.
How many runes can I add to a thing?
It depends.
limit?
Essentially, the rule is that if you have item with a potency rune +1, you can only add 1 property rune.
Okay.
So yeah, your property rune slots are limited by.
And a
the
striking
potency.
rune is separate than a property rune?
No, striking rune is a type of property rune.
Oh, okay. 'cause
Is it
they're
actually?
listed
Hold on,
as
I'm
separate
gonna
here.
double check now
I
because
think they are different because they're.
I'm gonna double check.
It's
They look
listed separately
separately.
here. I just want to double
That's why
check.
I said it, and then I was like, hold on, yeah, it is listed separately on the character page, so I'm just gonna double check.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Hold on, I need to fucking.
Damn, it's a shame.
Wait a
there's only
second. So if I
4
put a
javelins.
striking rune on my hand wraps of mighty blows, I'll do 3d10 damage.
Yes.
Lads. Lads, it's 65 GP.
Yeah. Like we should. I'm gonna be real. We should have been buying runes at level fucking 5.
I forgot. This is my first Pathfinder campaign. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's.
I also
fine.
forgot how cheap and how low their item level is.
It's yeah. We are specifically playing this campaign to learn the system, so.
Yes.
Yeah. It works out.
Wow.
Okay, I double checked, and you are correct that striking rune is considered a fundamental rune, so it's not a property rune.
Wow.
So you are
Okay.
correct.
Once our recap is done, I have some money to spend, and then I'm putting the rest in the stash.
And thanks to the merchant,
Yeah.
you don't even have to go anywhere. It's just like, are we here to do business? And you can just handle the shopping within a single guy. Yeah. So that was that. Yeah, Lesego doing blacksmith work. Sorry, I'm just thinking if. All right, and he would say not in response, but connected to the bit that Lesego can do fortification runes. Igor will mention that, well, of course, it is your prerogative to do what you want. If it's possible to hold off for a day from hostile offensive operations, so that you can get into the field with that rune, if you can just hold off for a day, that would be nice. But of course, you will do what you have to. Oh, and he will mention, speaking of new recruits and initiates and sympathizers, he will, Igor will look at Kaya specifically, and he will actually ask a question that
he will say that his neither Igor nor his people approached Pretty Boy Johnny and his goon squad that is still that basically protected Kaya's apothecary throughout that past day or like past the days from the current like newest riots. And Igor is just quite curious if they should or like what's the status there, if Igor may boldly ask.
Do you hear me from here?
Really?
Yes, although yeah, I guess.
I think she will say that being near Johnny is fine, but I'd rather they just like help cleaning the apothecary or something like that, but don't interact with him really, because I don't want him to start getting suspicious or anything similar. If that
Alright.
makes sense.
Although I'm not gonna lie, although sure, in my head it sounds like a potential hilarious scene, but you know, mileage may vary. If he ever like figures out, but is told and sees the like Kaya's true nature, like I know exactly what he will say.
Like that Johnny Bravo scene. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be like wood.
No, I have like the literal quote in my mind already, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh no.
Like appropriate for a himbo.
I see.
And Igor will like, all right, master. Igor understands. Although Igor has to bring to mention that our ultimate plan is to drown this entire district, and while the cultists, including myself, have already been blessed with the ability to breathe underwater, I'm pretty sure those ones don't really.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't expect them to survive. They're only here for now. I don't have any plans of keeping them around. Unless they prove themselves more useful than I expected.
Igor understands.
Testing me hand reps.
Okay, so that.
My war javelin is missing its critical specialization effect.
I go back to the ground.
What was that there? I barely heard you.
Sorry, I was looking at my weapon, the war javelin, and notice that's considered a dart, and therefore, if I get a crit, it should do 1d6 persistent bleeding.
Interesting.
Also, I remember that I can do persistent acid, so we can have like 4 persistent damage and so on.
Earth, water, wind, fire.
This gun I
Art.
found.
Our powers combined.
We
will
summon
kill you.
hatred.
Summon
Well,
Fuck
fuck you
fucking
up.
dead.
Not yet.
I mean,
Maybe it does, and it doesn't.
where doesn't it
say it?
say to you that Rather from what's the
on
source of
Archives
the
of the Nethys,
blade thing?
I was looking at the Dark Critical Specialization.
Yeah, but why
That's,
were javelin counts as a dart for you?
It says that its base is dark. Yeah, its weapon group is dark. I don't know why javelins are considered darts.
Yes, precision.
Really is just a long dark when you think about it, huh?
I mean, there's only a certain amount of crit specializations in the game.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, do you have...
Yeah. Also, generally, you need like a thing that lets you apply the weapon specializations.
Yes, because
Like that's what I have. I have a thing that specifically
Okay, I don't think
has
I have
it.
that. Anyways, so
then
I
then
was-
you don't get the
Okay.
bleed thing.
There might be
Alright.
other things that do it, but that's the one that's specific to rogues that lets me
Okay,
gain the
okay.
benefits of crit specializations.
I don't
Yeah,
think
because
I've
I
seen
looked
anything
quickly at like
that.
some Reddit page and they specifically say that each class, like not every, but some classes they get it at specific level. Like a specific thing.
Okay. I'll Alright, yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. And as a reminder, actually, here's the question: from your end, do you do see the calendar, right, or not really?
I see
The calendar. With
the like current date. and
Yeah, with
whatnot.
the current date, hour, and whatnot. Do you see that or not?
Yes. Oh, what? Why
Because
did
I'm
it
not
just
sure that
move?
automatically opens for everyone or not really.
Every time I've opened up, has popped up.
Okay. So just for tracking purposes, as a reminder, as we are currently on 11th day of Sareniv, basically in terms of stuff that's supposed to happen, if the plans don't change and if there's no sudden interruption or something big happens, the arena games begin tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow, your crest breakers are supposed to, if everything goes to plan, are supposed to be arriving at the outskirts of the city of Menagerie.
Nice. All according to plan.
You guys think that the slaves at House Thorn are at the Gladiator event for tomorrow? I think they are. I think that's where they are.
Alright, because that was like one thing you were thinking about, of like potentially torturing the
Yeah,
information
where's
out of
my
him.
friends? Where's my homies at? Wait to ask him later, once we're done with this.
Yeah, because like, do mention when you want to start the Purcell thing, because yeah, I have something prepared for that.
Seven.
Yeah, because I think you are sharing with Igor, like he's aware of most of the
plans for you and the cult. He will also mention that as a side note, they looked into potentially like covertly buying up some gunpowder, some explosive materials. But the potential buyer got a little bit more suspicious. Or like it's just suspicious in general to trying to buy a lot of gunpowder. So sadly, Igor has to report a failure on that front. He basically wanted to help you acquire materials so that you don't have to waste time on preparing bombs if in case your plan for destroying the bridges is still actual.
Yeah, I mean, I buy bombs for that already, or enough gunpowder to destroy it. I thought I already bought them.
Fuck, you did.
Like they weren't powerful in combat, but they were strong enough when placed properly.
Okay, you mentioned that. Now I remember that I did specifically narrate that with the rolls you got. Recluse managed to identify like a weak spots when you can place those bombs.
Yep.
Yeah, now I got reminded, so okay.
No worries.
Okay. I'm ready to do the Percival thing, Church.
Yippee! Well, unfortunately, I can't torture information out of people very well. They just scream a lot and get mad at me. So, looks at Recluse and Kaya, the people who talk good.
And I will also mention this.
Your mission if you choose to accept it.
Timir.
Yes.
Hi, that's me. Stands up.
As when you were like bloodied and tired, you didn't feel it that much, but as you rested and your mind starts to continually drift to your current captive, your former tormentor, and there is a weight there that there was not before. This almost like hunger, but not for flesh.
Oh.
But hunger for pain, hunger for retribution, hunger for and your mind struggles to comprehend what it feels, but it's like if Percival was almost like a spiritual meal. Sorry, from what I thought I had like a good analogy, but no. And I want to say at this point, Timir might feel that his God's eyes are upon him.
Dad is watching everyone. Fear's like, I gotta pull out all the stops for this. I gotta go above and beyond. I gotta really deliver. He's like pacing back and forth, being like, okay, what would be the best way to torture this guy? And he would ask Clusa and Kaya, could you see if you can get information out of Percival about where the slaves of House Thorn are right now? I think they're at the Gladiator Arena, but we didn't see them while we were there.
I can certainly try.
Thank you. I gotta prepare some things. You said you had an area in mind for the sacrifice?
Yeah, the bloody circle.
Yay! Yippee yippee!
You know, the
That's
circle with
Just
all the
for
blood?
me.
That's in the past, it mostly was giving the vibe of
of like a very realistic looking paint. But now even like maybe some of the cultists like refreshed it in the meantime. But now it looks like
fresh
an
blood
actual
from the
proper blood.
store. If you run out of blood, store-bought is fine. Tamir will contemplate for a moment, and then he's gonna go talk to Lesego. Real quick.
Okay. Yeah, Lesego does not get a separate token because fuck
Yeah, that's fine.
getting
Yeah,
Golema
no,
art.
you're good. It's crazy, yeah. There's like 2 people that have ever made art for Golema.
The same way for my race
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I guess like I could just use but like a fucking AI generator, but I guess not everyone likes this, so
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm fine with them not having a token. Tamir is going to ask Lesego if he knows what house owned him, if he was owned by one, because I think we found him in like a small gladiator arena.
yeah, the one that was the
Yeah.
Elizabeth Crowborn thing when Recluse was getting I'd say, thinking about this from his perspective, that he probably wouldn't know. Like, I don't know.
He is pretty young, so I don't know if he would really be exposed to many options, like many opportunities where he would have been able to hear it.
I'm
you know?
basically like wondering that because he was like, this is L, he was local, he was born in slavery. So I think part of why it's so surprising for him to know anything, and that's why Igor mentioned he's basically like a blacksmith savant, is that he got like no formal education. So basically this is the problem of like the person, like you're explaining something to person, you're asking person something they do not know it in the first place.
Yeah, they have no concept of what I'm asking. You just know.
Yes, that's what I.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a better way of saying it.
He is going to say, once he like realizes that, he'll just dismiss it. He'll be like, "That's fine. Don't worry about it." And then he thinks for a moment, and he kind of like pulls up like a stool or a chair. And he'll say, "While you were in slavery, did any of the other slaves or anything talk to you about gods?"
He ponders about it for a moment, just taking a momentary pause in his work. Because as this is happening, he's like still fiddling with equipment, with like armor, and it's obvious to see that he's not professionally trained. And it, for an untrained eye, it would look like he's fuffling about a bit. Like someone that's basically just learning how to do this stuff. But over time, it's still seen that work is being done, work is progressing. It's just, difference between a savant and someone that's professionally trained. No, maybe once or twice, but many of us didn't really see much faith. Yes, concept of faith got, I guess, 1 or 2 sometimes cursed out that if any gods exist, then they are not worthy of worship because they do not care about us. I think it's
I guess I managed to learn. I vaguely know how to understand some languages, but there's a lot of screaming, and I'm not sure.
He nods. He says, "Our people, back from where we usually live, far from here. We usually follow a god known as Calcat. And he teaches us that we should be afraid. That we should be afraid of anything we don't know, and we should run and hide from it to prevent ourselves from being hurt. And my mother, who was not born in slavery, followed him religiously. But when we needed his help, he never came. He never helped us. And so many of the Golema lost faith. In my mother's last few years, she had decided that instead of calling upon fear, she would gather the pain that we had suffered from and turn it into a strength. And she told me about another god, one that would listen to those who feel pain and inflict it upon others, especially those who have great endurance for pain, such as slaves like us. His name is Zon Kuthon, and he is who I follow. Tonight, I am going to be performing a ritual on one of the slavers who owned a great many slaves and tortured many people, killing both my mother and me at one point, though I was saved. If you would like to witness it, you may. You're welcome. I will be inflicting upon him the pain that he would inflict upon his slaves. And I will show you a god that does answer.
He looks very unsure what decision to make, and this is my question to you as a player. Is the intent here to actually convince him to your faith, or this is quite literally, I'm giving him the spiel, but this is entirely up to him to decide what he wants
He
to do?
doesn't, given like the fact that they have had no choice in their life, right, up until this point, he is all about giving people freedom of choice or any situation. So this is definitely like a take it or leave it. You don't have to choose either side. Simply providing a path to choose.
Okay, I'm gonna say, considering his current upbringing up until this point and recent changes, it's pretty much a 50-50. So, Church, 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, on 1, he decides to come along.
Yippee!
Okay. Yeah. After what feels like a painfully long moment of contemplating, as he actually, even for a moment, he pauses in his work, he finally gives a nod and says, "Oh, okay. Just let me know just before you start. I want to keep working while I can. It's nice to work on something."
You are free to do so. I will come get you when the time comes. And he'll get up. And go about his own preparations for this ritual.
Alright. Okay, so in the meantime, I guess... was it only Recluse, or anyone else also does the assist in basically Jack Bauer's enhanced interrogation technique? Try to pry information out of him.
I would like to help.
Everybody except me, get in there.
I have a master in intimidation.
Okay,
Well, that's good.
I just need to double check if there's
It's a very scary plushie.
It's a very specific. That's demoralize. Other interactions. Holy shit, that cheat sheet is gonna be so useful. Hold on, I need to...
Oh, wow.
Damn. That cheat do be sheet.
There's a lot of words.
Actually,
Too
so
bad
there
I'm
is,
not reading them.
there is a better... Actually,
Wait, you can delay your turn? Hold up. Bro, they got built-in fucking vicious mockery? Bon mot? You can just bad enough.
Yeah, I mean,
people
technically
in
there is
combat.
nothing magical about vicious mockery. It's just a spell.
Actually, so I'm gonna delete that, and probably I'm just gonna put it later in the game as well as a separate picture handout. So as the interrogation technique is happening, and this in the meantime, I guess it's gonna take a bit. Does Kaya do anything? I might have some suggestions,
Lily.
JP, as this looks to be like it might be more of a chill downtime preparation day. I guess maybe they had to step away for a moment.
Okay.
Oh well, I'll get back to them. Okay, so Recluse and Rax. I guess in terms of like what action to use, we're just gonna base it off demoralize.
Okay.
Basically, if you are able to actually like frighten the guy, I would consider this as if like breaking his will. Yeah, breaking his will to make him like spill.
Alright, that works. So, what's your intimidation?
My intimidation is plus 17.
Okay, mine's
Yeah.
plus 14, so I can just help you be more intimidating.
All right. Demoralize.
Just remember to target Percival.
Yeah, where is he?
Right
He's
next to you.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yep, he's the
I
one covered in
see.
blood right now.
Points at pathetic guy on the floor.
I
the
didn't
one
see him. He
who's
was
not a party
pathetic
member.
and bleeding.
Yeah, we'll leave him not tied up in a chair and leave him on the floor so the puppet can actually be intimidating.
I mean, basically, I assume like he's restrained and currently prone. He's barely conscious, but he's just
I
fucking
also have a
glaring.
fucking. Up until this point, he also had a rag around his mouth. I take it off specifically right now.
Yeah, also as a reminder, obviously everyone started with 1 hero point, but we already played for over an hour, so you have 2 hero points if you didn't use any.
Damn.
What if I try intimidating him?
Wait, who was rolling for assistance?
I was. Do I need to roll specifically for that? Or does he
Yes,
just get the
you
advantage?
need
Okay.
to. Because
Okay.
then if you critically succeed on assist, then that
Oh wait, no. My intimidation is worse than yours. It would not do very well. Even if I crit, I don't think he would be scared.
mm,
26.
so 26 would be a regular success. Actually, hold on. Yeah, because the aiding person should roll first and then the actual person. So, you know what? With a critical success on 8, that first roll with +2 would actually be just enough to equal his will DC.
Oh, nice.
It was DC 31. He's a prideful fucker. Even in the current situation, his will would not break easily.
Can I stomp on his dick?
Twist his dick.
I just want to fucking curb stomp that thing, please.
The old dick twist.
It's more like dick obliteration.
Like, but somehow
Not really for any purpose. I just hate him. So,
trying
and then
to
I go
not
back to doing what I was
Ah.
doing.
I mean, it's not like he would have lived through this day to continue the line of Thorn, but this probably ensured that he would not have.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
shattering both of his balls in one kick.
Yeah, somehow he's not dying from this yet. Although, yeah, basically,
Not yet.
Timir can decide, you know what, this would deal non-lethal damage as well, and then he just passes out from pain for a bit, then wakes up again.
Tamir, like, knowing that these two... Wait, do either of you know Golluma? Do I know that you know Golluma?
I mean, I do. I now do.
Do either of you know Aklo?
All of you do Aklo. Because that's the thing you got from Blessing from the Deep One. That all of you know Aklo and Thalassic.
Yep.
As he walks off, Tamir, like, mutters in Golluma being like, torture foreplay. Like, as he's getting ready for all his ritual stuff.
Recluse will just pretend he didn't hear that.
They're speaking
Like,
in a
that's
language
not something I need to know.
Just
So,
like, I wish I didn't know Golluma. This sucks.
Didn't need to hear that.
so when it comes to your line of questioning, I take it you basically focus on the... Yeah, I'm gonna say that basically because it's only like it's a success, but it's only like a regular success, and his will is pretty high. You pretty much you just need to focus on like one like area of information. So
Yeah.
I guess it's the slave thing.
Yeah, where's the rest of the slaves, basically?
Okay, so
Where is he keeping them?
yeah, so basically, long story short, he explains that between bouts of screaming and pain, that a lot of their servants, of their staff, was dismissed, just in case the mansion was attacked. And by dismissed, it's some of it actually sounds like, oh yeah, they just were like let go with like a payment. And some of them it sounds like they were not exactly free people, so they got rid of. Basically, you know, killed some folks so that they do not spill secrets about the inner workings of the mansion. A few of them were sold off to like lesser, weaker houses, weaker fight, like less, like smaller fighting venues. But one big purchase, actually the biggest one of their slaves in particular, actually not a purchase. Yeah, the most amount of slaves that they had remaining, they were already shipped off to the arena.
I fucking knew it.
For the preparation for the games. Yeah, because I'm pretty damn sure, because the arena is fucking big, and I'm pretty damn sure you were not like.
We weren't thoroughly searching.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
like, it was not a focus. It was like, okay, you know what's happening there, you know some basic information, but basically the slave pens and area where they keep the merchandise would have been like more better protected. This is after all the biggest stage for the gladiatorial games, so obviously they take their security seriously. But yeah, that's pretty much the extent of information you can get out of him. But you know they are there, but in his current state, I'm pretty sure he's unable to provide you with like specific detailed detailed route how to get there. His clarity of mind is not exactly there to say, okay, so you need to take left here, then you move. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. But yeah. As you do preparations, Timir, this tension and weight and hunger continues to grow, and you act more swiftly, and you're pretty sure you can do preparation. You'll not have to delay it too much, and you feel like you will not be able to hold off until the evening to actually do this.
Mira's
Actually,
very
hold
excited.
on. Let me think about that. Actually, I'm just gonna ponder about it a bit more. I'm gonna get back to you on that. But yeah, basically, Timir continues to do the ritualistic preparation. JP, have you returned to us?
Yes.
Oh,
Alright. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were like went away for a moment because I called out in the a bit ago. As soon we were gone doing something else.
Yes
So-
and no, it's a long story.
Okay, it's fine. I was just making sure that you were not muted and just responding. We didn't hear you.
Yeah.
So Recluse Rack did interrogation of Percival, got some information. Emir is doing preparation for the big show of a ritual, sacrificing his former tormentor. And seems like this particular day is mostly chill downtime. Would Kaya be doing anything specific as the other party members are busy with their stuff? Something with your covert business identity or something else perhaps?
I don't know. I would like to help with preparing the ritual, honestly, but
Huh?
no. I think honestly, I think I'll do that. I think I will also like to help prepare the grand sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, as a DM, I'm fine with that because it's obviously some religious undertones to it, and Kaya is a zealot, so religion is her thing.
Yeah. Yes. That's my whole thing. Yeah,
I'm
that's-
completely fine with that. I am just curious if Emir lets Kaya assist.
You're trying to help.
Yes.
He thinks about
I wanna help make it the best sacrifice this planet has ever seen.
He looks around for a second. Do we have any wax or can I just get I have a candle. Can I put wax and cotton in this motherfucker's ears? Points at Thornman. I don't want him listening to what I'm about to say.
No problem.
You can just
Although
you can just go to another room.
You are pretty
No.
sure that
I have to make the preparations here.
you are pretty sure that you this bitch is not speaking your languages.
True. Okay, I blindfold him instead. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna speak in Golema.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at Kaya and he's gonna say, "Okay, everything has to be perfect." My God, he's watching me, he's here. He's gonna show up for the ritual. It's a big thing. So everything.
My
has to be
dad is
perfect.
gonna be here.
Yeah, he's gonna be here.
We have to make the best
I know.
the best primary school theater.
I'm
Because
thinking
my dad is gonna
3
show up.
acts.
We have to save the town center.
I'm thinking 3 acts, whole 9 yards, starting off by pulling off all of his nails, that kind of thing.
All right.
And then
You got
ending
it,
with
you got it.
skinning him alive.
You got it.
Yeah, and then letting him
I'm
bleed out.
taking notes. I'm taking
Yeah.
notes, and then I'm just gonna help little Golema prepare
The
the
last
ritual.
act is probably gonna take a long time, so you guys can leave. It's fine. It's just Zonkuthon's all about extending it as long as possible. So I'm just gonna do that all night probably. But for the first and second act, I would really appreciate all of you guys being here to support me. And that he'll translate to Thalassic. He'll be I really appreciate you guys' support. Looks at Rook and the Recluse.
And then it's
the first time I'm doing something for my god, and I'm really nervous.
I really appreciate you guys being here. Why are you crying? We're about to kill a man and you're
8 of
crying.
my eyes and a little bit of the eyes that are in my hair. I'm crying a
Yeah.
little bit. Listen, I'm just really excited. And I have the feeling that a shadow is ever approaching me, and I think that's my god, and I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, Shadow. I know
Yeah.
him. He's our DM.
No, not that guy. I don't know.
You beat me by 1 fucking second. I was about to scream that out, but you fucking
Point
beat
at
me.
the Polish man in the corner. It's not that guy. A different shadow. A greater
Oh.
shadow.
Another
One that,
shadow.
Like, blots out the sky. Like, you know?
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna be doing the entire ritual in Aklo because that's the language of the dead and that's kind of his whole vibe. So, yeah.
Very well, very well.
Yeah.
I know shit of that language.
We all know Aklo. It was given to
We
us
do?
with our
Yes.
blessing.
We all know it. The 2 languages we all know are Aklo and Vlasic.
That.
It
You
sounds
have
like
on your
dead
character
people
sheet.
screaming, essentially. Yeah, it's like a very
Okay.
harsh,
Oh,
screaming, wailing
I know how
type
to speak that.
language.
I'm Mexican.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Actually, I thought the hard screaming language would count more like a freaking German.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
Have
know.
you
I
ever
guess.
listened to an Aztec death whistle?
But that's like
Ooh,
an instrument.
yeah.
It was the same thing.
That's literally not the same thing. An instrument is
it's-
not the same thing.
Yeah, it's called Vocaloid.
I'm duplexing Kaya right now.
Uh,
You do this on the day of my god's wedding, I guess. The day of my grand performance. You make these stupid puns. You're ruining the vibe.
Hey, I think I'm not the
Stop
very
thinking.
good. My
Get outta
brain is
here.
shutting off. I'm hallucinating.
Okay, but Kaya and I will prepare everything. I need like a little rolling cart and or like sacrificial slab, whatever looks coolest. I'm gonna just like grab shit from around our cult hideout and move them into this area.
I'm
So I
gonna
need
steal
like
a
a
shopping
cool
cart.
altar. I'm just gonna pick it up and take it with me. And set all of my torture tools on it. I'm gonna light like braziers in the corners, like the 4 corners. I'm gonna gather as many human skulls as I can find and put them around the room because that's the symbol of Zon-Kuthon. Any random chains that I can find, I'm hanging them from the ceiling.
Also, if I stop responding after this, it means I passed out.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna. Basically, the effect of the sacrifice of this ritual was probably the last thing I wanted to do before I call it for today.
Hmm.
Yeah, I might have mentioned not before that. It's gonna be like
That's
a
fine.
shorter chiller session.
Yes,
Okay.
it's just I'm in a new medicine, and
Oh,
I feel like I'm
um,
gonna pass out.
I
Okay.
completely forgot everything that. How do we buy runes again?
You just buy
I
them
just
from the shop.
subtracted the gold from my inventory for the amount that was needed, and then I
And
just
if-
drag and dropped it.
And drag and drop if your new item. Basically, if you look at your equipment, there is this like a magnifying glass, which should let
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
open
yes, the edit.
inventory browser, which will open a new window for you, which is companion browser, which will have items. You clear the filters, then you type potency, which will then give you like list of like weapon armor potency. So basically like drag and drop what you want, but then you have to manually detract money from your account.
Okay.
Okay, let me do the thingy. So, apologies, I'm not gonna go into detail about the gore and torture porn that is happening
Yeah.
in the room, but it takes a while. Even
Yeah.
with that increased hunger and this desire to see it through, you, at the same time, your gut sync, your preparation knows not to haste the artist while he's painting his masterwork. And this is indeed your masterwork. After all, this is your former tormentor. This is your killer. So out of all the tortures, all of the sacrifices you did, this one has weight. This one feels impactful. It feels important. It feels like it matters. And because it matters, because it has that emotional impact, it provides nourishment, it provides energy, it provides a venue for your god to interject, to act in the material world. The candles that you set, they still are alit, but the room darkens as the first act goes into second, and this symphony of pain that permeates throughout the chamber seems to be approaching its crescendo, its climax. For a moment, Timur thinks that his god, in whatever form he would imagine it, is as if it's almost like here physically, but then he blinks and there's no physical form of Zankuton present, but this is the feeling of something much greater, much bigger, looming over you, casting a shadow over you, and watching with intense, very intense gaze.
I feel like the way it takes form for him specifically, for everyone else watching, it would look like his shadow like crawls upon his body for a second. Like you see the shadow actually move from the floor and like become animated for a bit.
Yeah, and also I imagine partially like those bits remains of your chains.
Yes.
It might be even a hallucination, but they almost seem like they become alive, like withering like snakes across your body as well. And the bloody surface seems to be glowing, withering, not withering,
Writhing.
withering.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you that?
Yeah. Withering, yeah.
Yeah, withering, bubbling, like it's not hot, but it's like basically looks almost as if it's boiling. And then, as the final act approaches, I would like JP, are you still conscious with us? So,
Yeah.
Kaya, can you do the religion check for aiding? And then, after you do your aid roll, religion, Timir will do his own check.
Sick. Struggling to stay awake. Sleepy UP religion.
All right.
6, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a critical success. So,
Hell yeah.
Timir, I don't remember church. What was the skill check we used last time for your? Did we also use religion for Timir?
I think we just used religion because there's nothing else I have that kind of can translate.
Yep.
So-
Then you can make a religion, and basically we will add +2 to your final roll.
Should I reroll this?
I mean, we're gonna be wrapping up soon. If you have any hit points remaining,
I
you can
might just.
still try.
I know,
might
but
as
like
well.
I have to keep the second roll.
Yeah, that's fair. Hold on, do you have? I'm just trying to think. No, because performance is even worse for you.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, because
I can do intimidation,
someone
technically.
else was using.
I can do intimidation. Hold on. Channel of fear. I don't know.
Hmm. You know what? Yeah, you can roll intimidation.
Wait. Okay, that one I will reroll.
Yeah, you probably want to roll that one.
Bro.
Okay.
That was so close.
But hey,
gonna
you mean
cry.
Dice is saying something concerning you rolled 3 17s in a row.
317. Lucky number.
Okay.
Jackpot.
Okay, so as the crescendo climax approaches, for a moment, rather not for a moment, but rather like in-game time, it only takes a few seconds, but from the in-character's perception, it seems like eternity. Having a presence of a god, it's not for the faint-hearted. The room turns not dark, but crimson, as if the surface of the main sacrificial altar spreads throughout the entire room. The candles turn red. The walls seemingly starts bleeding blood. As a voice that for each of you sounds like the voice of your native language. So for Timir sounds like Golema. For all of you others, like it sounds whatever you think is your native language, either Aklo, Talasic, or whatever. And it is at the same time booming tyrant-like voice. On the other, at the same time, it sounds like snake-like, deceiving, cunning, but
Insidious.
Yes, malevolent. But it's in your ears. It's booming as simple sentences are spoken. Pain given will be pain returned. Death given will be death returned. Tenfold, hundredfold, thousandfold. The tormented, the weak, the enslaved. Shall be the unchained, the furious, the enraged. Death is the end of things. Death is a sacrifice. Death is fuck. Not in character. It would go like straight up, but I'm just it is blanking.
Good.
Death for some is punishment. Death for those that will bring revenge. Will be reward. And Percival's body, already mutilated, gored, almost starts to dissolve upon itself. His skin, if he had any left, it begins to peel off as his being, every molecule of his body is being flayed out of his form. And the scream, it's not even a horror scream. It's basically just like a low-pitched sound of someone that still wants to scream in pain, but his vocal cords are already either gone or just like giving out.
Excellent.
Before the remaining of his form just dissolve into dust and mushy, gory bits that splatter the altar, the surface, the surface thing.
Excellent.
And you do not see it. Actually, one last thing you see in this. For a moment, all of you that are present for the sacrifice, if you are still present as this entire thing was happening, obviously Timir is, but not sure about the rest of you.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
a
I'm
moment, you find yourself somewhere else. It's darkness all around, but then in front of you, you see a cage. Behind it, you see silhouettes. You cannot pick exactly which species, which ancestry. They look vaguely humanoid. But then the only specific characteristics, you see their eyes. They are sunken, desolate, fearful. But then something changes. You see their eyes going red, and the fear, the desolation is replaced with madness, with rage, with bloodlust. And then that vision ends. With the roles that were given, I cannot give more details, but if this was like a TV episode, for a brief moment we do like a cut from this scene, and for a brief seconds of a episode stinger, we see the underground cellar portions of the arena, and we see the enraged slaves with suddenly newfound strength and madness that grips their minds, starting to bend the bars of the cages with their bare hands, with almost blood spewing from their mouths as they're starting to break out and fight with ferocious hunger, with blindless fury against the guards as they flay them alive and wear their parts and skin. The madness begins to grip the underground portions of the arena. And on that, we're gonna call the session.